Today I will discuss countable and sequential compactness. First, we define a countably compact space. A topological space X is said to be countably compact if and only if every countable open cover of X has a finite subcover. Earlier we have defined compact spaces. A topological space X is said to be compact if and only if every open cover of X has a finite subcover. As every open cover of X has a finite subcover, so in particular every countable open cover of X has a finite subcover, and so we can say that every compact space is also countably compact. Now, I am giving you a homework in the form of a theorem. You have to prove that a topological space X is countably compact if and only if every countable collection of closed subsets of X with finite intersection property has a non-empty intersection. We have earlier proved that a topological space X is compact if and only if every collection of closed subsets of X with finite intersection property has a non-empty intersection. So you have to take a countable collection of closed subsets instead of any collection of closed subsets. Now we have a theorem which states that a topological space X is countably compact if and only if every sequence in X has a cluster point. So this theorem gives us necessary and sufficient condition for countably compact spaces. First, we define a cluster point. What do you mean by a cluster point? Let Xn be a sequence in a topological space, then a point x0 in X is said to be a cluster point of sequence Xn if and only for each neighborhood n of x0 and for every natural number m. There exists a natural number n such that n is greater than or equal to m and xn belongs to the neighborhood n of x0. Since for each natural number m, there is some natural number n greater than or equal to m such that xn belongs to n. So in this way we can say that any neighborhood n of x0 contains infinitely many terms of the sequence. So let us prove the theorem. Let X be a countably compact space, and we have to show that every sequence in X has a cluster point. So we take a sequence, let Xn be a sequence in X. Let An is equal to the set containing terms of the sequence xk such that k greater than or equal to n for each n belongs to the set n of natural numbers. That is, A1 contains all the terms of the sequence x1, x2, x3, all the terms of the sequence, and A2 contains x2, x3, and all the terms, that is A2 contains all the terms of the sequence except x1, and similarly A3 contains all the terms of the sequence except x1 and x2, like this. And so we have a collection of sets, and with the help of this collection we can form a countable collection of closed subsets of X. So if we take closure of these sets, so we have a collection that is closure of An where n belongs to the set n of natural numbers, then this is a countable collection of closed subsets of X. Since we have taken closure, so we have closed sets and this collection is countable, and so we have a countable collection of closed subsets of X. Then clearly this collection is a decreasing sequence of sets. Here we have earlier noted that A1 contains A2, A2 contains A3 like this, and so closure of A1 contains closure of A2 and closure of A2 contains closure of A3, and so this is a decreasing sequence of sets, and this has finite intersection property also, because if we take a closure of A1, closure of A3, closure of A9, closure of A100, then if we take intersection, then the intersection will be closure of A100. And so in this way we can see that this collection has finite intersection property. So we have a countable collection of closed subsets with finite intersection property, and here space is countably compact. So by above theorem we can say that this collection has non-empty intersection. And so we can take some element, say x naught belongs to intersection of closure of an where n belongs to n. We shall show that x naught is a cluster point of the sequence xn. Let n be any neighborhood of x naught, as x naught belongs to closure of an for every n belongs to n, the set of natural numbers. So for any m belongs to n, x naught belongs to closure of am. That is, x naught is an adherent point of am. Means every neighborhood of x naught contains a point of am. So in particular neighborhood n of x naught contains a point of am, that is an intersection am is non-empty, and we know that am contains terms of the sequence am, xm, xm plus 1, xm plus 2 up to all the terms. So we can say that xn belongs to the neighborhood n of x naught for some n greater than or equal to m. Consequently, x0 is a cluster point of sequence xn. Here we have shown that for any natural number m, there exists a natural number n greater than or equal to m such that xn belongs to the neighborhood n of x0. So x0 is a cluster point of sequence xn. Hence, every sequence in X has a cluster point in X. Conversely, let every sequence in X have a cluster point, then we have to show that X is countably compact. Let we have a collection n belongs to n of countable sequence of closed subsets of X with finite intersection property. As we want to show that our space X is countably compact, so we have to show that this collection of this countable collection of closed subsets of X, which has a finite intersection property, also has non-empty intersection. That is, intersection of n belongs to n is non-empty. As intersection of ai I varies from 1 to n, means here we are taking intersection of n sets is non-empty for any n belongs to n. So we can choose an element xn from intersection of n sets, that is a1, a2 up to an. We get a sequence xn because we are choosing an element xn for each n, so we get a sequence xn. Let x0 be a cluster point of sequence xn. Here we have assumed that every sequence in X has a cluster point, so this sequence xn has a cluster point. Suppose that point is x0. Let n be a neighborhood of x0. Then for any m belongs to n, there exists n in the set n of natural numbers n greater than or equal to m such that xn belongs to n, because x0 is a cluster point. So xn belongs to n. As xn belongs to intersection of a1, a2 up to an, and n is greater than or equal to m, so xn belongs to am, because here we are taking intersection of n sets, and if n is greater than or equal to m, then one of the sets here, one of the ai's is equal to am, and so in particular xn belongs to am, and so since xn belongs to n and xn also belongs to am, so an intersection n is non-empty. Thus x0 is an adherent point of an, because we have shown that any neighborhood n of x0 contains a point of am, so x0 is an adherent point of am, and so x0 belongs to closure of am. As am is closed, by our assumption it is closed, so closure of am is equal to am, so x0 belongs to am. As we have taken m as any natural number, arbitrary natural number, so x0 belongs to am for every m belongs to n. Thus intersection of all ans is non-empty. In this way, we have shown that any collection of closed subsets of X with finite intersection property has a non-empty intersection, hence X is compact. Now, the next theorem states that every countably compact space has the Bolzano-Weierstrass property. Let me recall you that a topological space is said to have the Bolzano-Weierstrass property if and only if every infinite subset of X has a limit point. Let us prove this theorem. Let X be a countably compact space. Then we want to show that X has the Bolzano-Weierstrass property. If possible, let X have no Bolzano-Weierstrass property. Then there exists an infinite subset S of X which has no limit point. Let A be a countably infinite subset of S. Since S is an infinite subset of X, so we can find a subset A of S which is countably infinite. And so elements of A can be written in the form of An, where n belongs to the set n of natural numbers. Then A has no limit point because S has no limit point. And so we can say that derived set of A is empty. And so A has all of its limit points. That means A is a closed set. For each An belongs to A, An is not a limit point of A because derived set of A is empty. So any point of A is also not a limit point of A. And so there exists a neighborhood of An which does not contain any point of A other than An. And so there exists an open neighborhood Gn of An which does not contain any point of A other than An. And since An is a point of the set A, so Gn intersection A is singleton An. And so the collection Gn, where n belongs to the set n of natural numbers, is an open cover of A. And since A is a closed set, so its complement, that is A dash, is an open set. And so the collection Gn, where n belongs to n, union A dash, is an open cover of X. And but we find that this open cover has no finite subcover. Why? Because we cannot remove even any single Gn, because each Gn contains exactly one element An of A, and so we cannot remove any Gn, and so we cannot find any finite subcollection of this countable collection, which is an open cover of X. So we can say that this space X is not countably compact, because if it is countably compact, then every countable open cover of X must have a finite subcover. But we have this collection, we have an open cover which has no finite subcover of X, and so space X is not countably compact, which contradicts the hypothesis, because we have assumed that X is countably compact. So we arrive at a contradiction. So our assumption is wrong. That means X must have the Bolzano-Weierstrass property. Now we discuss sequentially compact spaces. So what do we mean by a sequentially compact space? Let us define. A topological space X is said to be sequentially compact if and only if every sequence in X has a convergent subsequence. Now, the next theorem states that every sequentially compact space is countably compact. Let us prove this theorem. Let X be a sequentially compact space, and if X is finite, then clearly X is countably compact. So let X be an infinite set. We shall prove the contrapositive statement, that is, if X is not countably compact, then it is not sequentially compact. So let Gn n belongs to n be an open cover of X which has no finite subcover, because here we are assuming that X is not countably compact. So we can find a countable open cover of X which has no finite subcover. And for our convenience, we assume that each Gn is non-empty for n belongs to n. As G1 is non-empty, we choose a point x1 belongs to G1. As G2 is non-empty, so we choose a point x2 which is in G2 but not in G1. And here we note that such a point always exists. Otherwise, X would be covered by G1 itself. And here we are assuming that this open cover has no finite subcover. So this is not possible. So we can choose a point X2 which belongs to G2 but which does not belong to G1. Similarly, we choose a point X3 belongs to G3 but X3 doesn't belong to G1 union G2. Continue this process, we get a sequence Xn such that for each n belongs to n, Xn belongs to Gn minus G1 union G2 up to Gn minus 1. That is, Xn belongs to Gn, but Xn doesn't belong to G1, G2 up to Gn minus 1. We shall show that the sequence Xn has no convergent subsequence. Let X belongs to X, since Gn n belongs to n, this collection forms an open cover for X. So this point X must belong to some member of this open cover, and so there exists some Gm naught in Gn n belongs to n for some m naught in n such that X belongs to Gm naught. By the construction of sequence Xn, it is clear that X is not equal to Xn for all n greater than m naught, because for n greater than m naught, Xn belongs to Gn and Xn doesn't belong to G1, G2 up to Gm naught. And so we can say that X is not equal to Xn for all n greater than m naught. And here we also note that for each n greater than m naught, Xn doesn't belong to Gm naught. So neither sequence Xn nor its any subsequence converges to point X, because if here Xn does not converge to point X. Why? Because we can find an open set Gm naught which does not contain almost all the terms of the sequence, and so we can say that this sequence does not converge to point X. And similarly, we cannot find any subsequence of this sequence which converges to point X. So we have shown that if X is not countably compact, then it cannot be sequentially compact. Hence, every sequentially compact space is countably compact. Thank you.